Hello, readers and writers. I am MJ. It is Monday, and that means it's time for some more productivity sprints. Hello, and welcome back. I have to get used to doing all of that manually now, but we are here for a new week, and we're going to try and be as productive as possible with everything going on in the world. But at least we can come together and do it together. So there is some positivity in that. So let me know what you're working on in the chat. And if you're watching this after the fact, let me know what you are working on in the comments. I love to see what you do. Um, as for me, I am very excited to announce that I have finished the first draft of book 5 of the Embertown series. And so I'm going to be doing a round of edits before I get that ready to send out to a beta reader. So I'm really excited about that. I have some hefty ambitions to get done through this week. But I'm excited to actually read through it and see how everything works out. Because I really fell in love with Lennon and this story. So that's kind of cool and kind of a breath of fresh air with everything that's happening. So, on that note, um, let's see, I have my first timer set up. Welcome, Maddie. Hello. Yes. I'm ready for my fake world also. I'm so excited. How close are you to finishing? I know on was it yes oh my gosh, it was yesterday. Yesterday, well actually we got off on a tangent and started talking, so I probably ruined your your productivity, but it was a lot of fun. But how close are you and what is your goal specifically for this evening sprints? And welcome. I'm so glad you could join us. What are you, or I guess, are you reading tonight? And if so, what are you reading? Um, on that note, I am reading. Okay, what's the title? Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil. I believe that is correct. And by V. Schwab. And I'm finding out that I can love someone as a writer and also very critically analyze books. Uh, that is my new um, pastime actually at the moment. Oh, interesting. Cher's memoir. That isn't new. That just came out. I mean, obviously, here I thought I was like all set and ready for streaming and all in, mentally a great place, and the words are just not coming out. Um, but that sounds very interesting. I don't know a lot about Cher. Obviously, she's been a massive figure all throughout my life, but what I've known about her recently, I feels like that would be something very interesting, and also I would walk away with a lot of respect from her. I'm not sure, obviously, but that's kind of my vibe. So near the climax, and there's a very quick resolution. So I think I'm gonna have finished this beta draft tonight. Yay! That's so exciting. Very exciting. So today is going to be a very productive night. We got some good books, we got some good projects, and our first timer is the astronaut. So that's a good vibe going. I was gonna say because it fits what I'm working on, but as much as I'm working on Lennon, my head's really in inside a dark space, which I don't even have back from the editor yet, but I'm ready for it. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started on our first sprint, and I will see you all back here in 30 minutes. All right, time is up. How did that sprint go for you all? Um, I'd say it was fantastic. I am at negative 13 words, which is great considering I was kind of hoping to add some as I do these revisions, but it's all good because technically, even though this is like my third read through before, like I've already like kind of re-edited these first chapters, so tonight's goal for myself is actually pretty light. So that is it's nice going through and just tightening up some of the writing. So Cher narrates parts of this herself, and she starts with her mother's childhood instead of hers. That is fascinating, and I mean, I think I've talked about this before, but the whole concept of like epigenetics, that even genetically who we are, starts with a couple generations back. So like our grandparents and the availability they have to food and things that impacted them also impacts us genetically. And so I think that kind of calls into realizing that our story doesn't start with ourselves. It really starts generations before us. And that's fascinating. So does this mean that you just started it? And it's still pretty new? Because I definitely am very interested in following your journey with this book. To see about picking it up myself. 486 words. That is fantastic. Way to go. That's awesome. How have you quite reached the climax yet, or are you just getting closer towards it? Okay, 6% of the way through it. So yeah, still pretty new. That's awesome. Um I definitely think this is probably one I'm going to end up picking up unless there's something majorly restrictive about it, I guess. But it sounds like something pretty fascinating. I will say that someone started doing like yard work out my window, but they stopped enough that I didn't go close my window. It is cooler today, but it's still, cooler than 100 degrees in my office that it was this weekend. We're in the high 80s, so I'm still have my fan on by the window. But I think we're fine. I will adjust as needed if necessary. But I had an air cooler, like just the little one that sits on the desk that you probably saw on Friday's stream because it was very visible. And it broke yesterday. Um, it was plugged in to the wall, just, USB-C cord, and it just like the USB-C connector just broke while it was running. So no idea why, but I do have a replacement on the way. So I'm looking very much forward to that so that my office is not in the high 80s. But honestly, at least it's not in the high 90s. And so I'm feeling much better. Um, so not quite to the climax, very close. I'm adding a little more dialogue than my zero draft. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, well, not dialogue per se, because I tend to do a lot of dialogue, but adding in the descriptors around the dialogue is what I try to do when I go back into the drafts, just like making sure people can actually envision the scene that's happening. That's one of the things with I'm going to say it wrong. I don't know why. But the fact that I can't visualize things is I tend to like need to be extra careful in my when I like write to make sure that other people have the cues to visualize. So um I'm just taking it as a positives. I don't know what our high was today. Let me check. I think it was high 80s, but my office gets direct sunlight. Oh no, we only hit 76 today. The problem is my office gets like all the direct sunlight, so like you can see all the light in here. And my curtains only open up like this much, just enough to like let some air in for the fan. It's just it gets light all like from sunrise to sunset is perfectly positioned. My room right next to it, my bedroom, does not. It's just something about this window is just perfectly positioned to get all the light in and make it warmer. And so I have like 3 layers of protection over the window, but it's okay. We're good. I love my office. I love that I have an office. And so I'll figure out the whole making it through climate change summer. Um, but right now, honestly, yeah, just it wasn't like this weekend in the 90s and high 90s. So I'm actually feeling kind of cool. All right. So here is our next timer for our next sprint. And if y'all are ready, I say let's go get into it. And I will see y'all back here in 30 minutes. Welcome back. Another sprint is done. Congratulations, everyone. I hope it was productive and that you got some good things done. Let me know in the comments what you're able to get work on. I am feeling kind of like hilariously funny because I am currently at negative 29 words. So I am cutting words out of this book at the moment, and they're words that need to be cut. They're things that should be there that didn't fit, that were, just those those words you throw in. That when you realize, just like filler words. There we go. See, working great. So definitely words that needed to be cut. But I am hoping to add some more words further into the novel. I think the first few chapters were definitely more solidly written um, than later. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I will not get some other words written later, but that is the hope. But I just find it funny that I am at negative 29 words. But the writing's much tighter and I'm really happy with where I'm doing. And it's just nice being back working on edits. I love writing. I love it. I love all of it, but the first draft is always the hardest for me. So, wow, 12% in. That is fantastic. That is also very fast paced. You're making great progress. Are you working on something else while you're listening to it? I assume you're listening. I guess you could be reading ebook. But also, what are your thoughts so far? Do you think it's just based off 12%? I know it could change, but do you think it's definitely something to be picked up, or something to like, maybe not? Oh, in the middle of the climax now. Nice. Yeah. Sometimes you do need to have negative word day. Um, like I would feel bad about it if it was like, I don't know. I probably would never feel bad about it, but it's definitely needed for negative word day. Um, but I don't know. I just am enjoying reading the story back to myself, and I always feel very proud of what I've created if I enjoy reading it. I think that's a pretty good sign or start. Definitely not the finished product by any means, but um, that's why there's a process. So I am thinking maybe one more 30-minute sprint for the evening. What are your all thoughts on that? Um, that'll put us about 145, depending on if we talk a little bit more at the end. So I'm listening and playing on the computer. Nice. I feel like there's too much detail, and at the same time, like there is just enough detail. Not sure what that means to me yet. That's fair, very fair. I think, especially, I mean, it's fair no matter what, but even, especially with memoirs, I I think that can tend to be a takeaway from a lot of them. Um, but yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna stalk your Instagram stories for sure to see, or your posts to see your thoughts on it. It's not that I don't have like a million books that I need to pick up and read to keep adding ones to my TBR. The other book that I'm reading, so I'm reading B. Schwab's new book. That I'm only 200 pages in. I don't know why I'm reading it slower, but and then also I'm reading Dinner on Mars. I think that's what it's called. And it's talking about how to create a food source on Mars. So definitely an interesting book, but also a research book for me. Um, but the very fact that there was a concept, like this book was written, and it's even funnier because it was like a COVID project for the authors, and they're talking about it being a COVID project in the book. It's interesting. Um, Fantastic. One more is Oh wow, 6. Fair. I mean, fair enough. I guess it's gonna have to jump time somewhere if you're already at 12%. But I guess if she started with her mother, then I guess that makes sense, huh? All right. Here is our next timer. And remember to hydrate, to stretch, especially with the heat that is around, even if it is slightly cooler today. Um, Definitely want to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. And I'm going to go ahead and start the timer, and I will see you all back here in 30 minutes. Welcome back. How was that last sprint for you all? I have to tell you, these sprints today have been extremely productive for me. I'm actually ahead of the schedule that I put for myself, and it was already an ambitious schedule. So I'm very happy. Um, so Cher's memoir is split into 2 books because so much has happened in her life. See, that makes so much more sense to me. Um, because like I couldn't imagine like her adult years being like squished in the last part of a book. Um, it does mean it's much more of a commitment to pick it up. Um, but yeah, that makes totally more sense. Um, yes, so the book is both very interesting. There's a siren, hopefully you can't hear it. So the book is both very interesting and extremely boring at the exact same time, and it's a weird mixture of it. And it's not really talking about the plant yet. It's talking about like how to adjust the soil and using like nanobots, anyways. Um, and then also like microbes and that, and it's not even talking about like actual food production yet. But it the very fascinating part is that these people who are writing their book, their job is food production. So their job is to like track food production and that across the earth. And so part of their what they're writing about is how we can use these new developments on Mars to actually help what we're doing on Earth, which I think is fantastic. It is also a good selling point for actually colonizing Mars is to be able to help our planet and get through climate change. But it also is extremely minute and very boring at the exact same time as the information's fascinating. It's a weird juxtaposition reading it. Like I don't want to put it down, but at the same time, like when I'm reading it, I have to stop from falling asleep. So, um, yay! That's so exciting. I'm glad you're almost done. That is fantastic. I will be working all week getting this ready. So if you do want to do sprints offline, just let me know. We don't even have to talk. We could just run them through Discord chat. If you're interested. Oh, started a physical book. The electric field that probably gonna DNF. Fair enough. Um, that I mean, if you're already feeling it, fair enough. But that's cool that you switched out and gave something else a try. Memoirs for that long can be a lot. Um, well, that is fantastic. I appreciate you all joining me tonight and helping me get a lot done, and getting a lot done yourself. And just as a reminder, I will be back on Friday starting at the same time, uh, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. And so make sure that you are subscribed, that you hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going to start. And as always, keep reading, keep writing, and keep dreaming. Until next time. Forgot I have to mention.